Are you experiencing extra-dimensional hazards or supernatural manifestations? Have you encountered strange phenomena or otherworldly events that cannot be explained? Whether it's ghosts or goblins, bogies or ghouls, whatever bumps in the night may be terrorizing you, it may be time to call Grave and Bustrs. Tonight, Grave and Bustrs star in Blood Typo.
Cut that out! Stop typing on that thing, it's dangerous!
Blood.
What the hell are you doing in here anyway?
Beats me.
Well, unhand that keyboard.
I don't think so.
Well, am I gonna have to take it from you?
I guess.
Well, okay, I guess it's collaborative time then.
Why do you feel the need to?
Well, because you're putting things into the world that shouldn't be there. You're typing blood, and it sure seems to reason that that's why there's all that viscera everywhere.
All right, listen. I was a little upset that I didn't win mayor.
Confessional.
Yes, Brian.
Okay. You know, I wasn't there when it happened, but it did make a lot of sense to me to hear that Brian Nelson actually explained that he was just trying to get his body back. So he was just typing in all of the body parts that he needed to do it, and he was just starting with blood. It's a perfectly reasonable explanation, and there was no need to fight him about it.
And yet,
And nope, and
smash
I'm so glad.
Dmitri and Brian.
Dmitri was just rolling athletics to take the keyboard from Brian. Now he wins.
First, are you going to fill in one of those blanks?
Let's see here.
This one was particularly Brian Nelson.
Funny.
I would say it was. I mean, it's your call, but threading into
If you have a suggestion, I would
like rebuild. It's like reform.
Threatening
Rebuild.
to
It's
rebuild
yeah.
a body.
What's wrong with that?
Threatening to.
Threatening to build a body.
You better stop,
I'll
or
do
I'll,
it.
I'll build this.
I think I won't.
Well, who knows what the consequences are of building a body?
Okay. Dmitri, roll athletics as you tango with Finn Brian Nelson.
Well, as it happens, I'm pretty good at that now.
Yes, you are.
That's a 5.
Describe the result.
Well, I want to say I didn't want it to come to this, but really I did, because, man, especially with Max Tillerman off my shoulder, I get really let loose with the old ultraviolence, and I took that keyboard away from him, and I might have went a little too hard, just smashing it across his skull. I don't even know what I might have been typing as I hit the keys against him, but man, I hit him so hard so many times, the things do get a big dent in it, and well, he was trying to just twitch on the ground after that, but the keyboard was definitely non-operational, I would say, after that.
Okay, you beat the shit out of Finn Brian Nelson with this keyboard, and keys are flying left and right. Steve, you see the following keys.
Oh, boy.
Hello?
Hello, Shadow. I'm typing. Finn Brian Nelson is now unconscious as the keyboard that he was typing with is destroyed, which is no longer, it seems it was, as he was typing in blood and different body parts, it was sending these keys to all the body parts in the pool, where a result of these keys flying around and just causing havoc and killing people to collect blood and various other viscera. Steve, are you doing anything right now with your letters?
Steve types neat tan.
Okay. Do you have an idea of how that manifests?
I do.
Okay.
Steve types neat tan, and down below where Rhett is, a glowing orb begins to form, and it's starting to get bigger and bigger, and it's very bright, and it's starting to. I guess he already said the blood in the room is almost boiling, but now it's boiling, and the room is getting hotter and hotter.
Confessional.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You know, I forgive me if I'm wrong, but when I was down there in that tunnel with Kiefer, I heard some strange noises upstairs. After some clattering on the keyboard, I don't know where the heck he went, but I swear I heard the voice of Brad.
What?
I like how we didn't address Brad at all.
Yes, we did.
What's
You were
up, party people?
done. You heard Brad
Yeah, neat tan.
from Neat Tan. I don't get it.
He's a tan man. He's a spray
He
tan.
did a spray tan.
What's he doing here? He's in the machine.
I don't
Remember?
know.
He's taking
call
a break.
just call a confessional to make like a quip about a tan.
Okay, upstairs, you guys. Dmitri, you hear the voice of Brad, who you only briefly met, and whose voice you probably don't really recognize.
Sure did.
Steve, you hear the unmistakable voice of Brad Bonner echo throughout this chamber.
We don't necessarily know he's dead, though, right? Some of us.
No,
No.
none of you do.
No.
Well, two of you do.
Yeah.
Steve, as you look down at the keyboard that Dmitri beat the shit out of Brian Nelson with, you see that the only keys remaining on that keyboard are BRAD. So every time that he hit Thane Brian with the keyboard after the rest of the keys flew off, he was just pressing the letters Brad over and over and over. And each time he smacked him, you heard Brad's ghostly voice echoing throughout this place.
Oh, I really wish Brad were here. We could really use his expertise on this one. That man knew everything.
Shut up about Brad already. He's gone. I mean, he's. I don't know where he is. I don't know why you guys keep talking about it though.
I think he went on vacation. I
Oh,
think
where are
that's
you?
what
I
happened.
was just going to cut over to you, but here you are.
Following along all along.
Okay, Shannon, Mary Sue, and Ange, you guys head into the first chamber. You don't see where any of the other four went, but you guys are in that mirror room, and as you are in there, you see more of those keys whisk by, a swarm of those keys, and along with it, you see a human form that's made out of like all of the veins in your body.
Ew.
So it's just, picture.
Vascular.
I mean, yeah, you can picture it. Okay, so you guys are sitting in this room, and this vein form comes at the three of you. Just is walking towards you guys, reaching out an arm, veined arm.
Oh, look, that looks like just a normal component to a regular human body. That's we should leave it alone.
Everybody roll 2 stress, the three of you in this room.
Damn it.
That's a total meltdown for Shannon.
All right.
That's
Oddly,
a
You
total
think she may be
meltdown for
scared.
Mary Sue, who was disgusted at the sight of veins, and that is,
The same
Frazzled.
end result.
yep, you all lose 2.
All right.
What do you guys do as this thing's coming at you?
I'm
I
gonna
go
try and vacuum
invisible.
it up.
You go invisible?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Shannon's a vacuum.
Mary Sue, roll athletics to hold in your gas. That's the weirdest athletics roll ever. This thing's coming right at Mary Sue, and suddenly she vanishes. You rolled a 3. Not great. The GM decides your fate. It's walking right at you, and you suddenly vanish. And this thing is kind of looking around, wondering where you went. And suddenly, and you blink back, and this thing lunges at you and tackles you onto the ground. It is frail, like soft veins trying to strangle you.
It's just putting the veins in your mouth to gross you out.
Stop. Poor Shadow.
It is strangling you. The two of you are standing right there.
I mean, Shannon already said she was what she was gonna do.
What'd she say?
I was gonna vacuum it up.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
They talked.
Ew.
I was wondering what was happening with that.
Yeah.
Okay, Shannon, you roll tech as you try to use your tech.
All right, and I'm a janitor.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Hey!
Okay, describe the result.
All right. As I vacuum up the vein thing, it actually something goes wrong with the machine, and it starts actually spewing things out of the vacuum
Okay.
and
my God.
starts to rebuild the body even faster. I'm like, guys, I don't know what the fuck this thing's doing. Hey!
This vacuum starts ejecting veins that are rebuilt. You've also sucked up a lot of the blood by now
Mm-hmm.
as you were on
Yes,
your way,
I've-
along with mud. So this thing is now a mud blood vein monster, and you are rapidly building it right before you.
Somebody
And-
help! Help!
And as that swarm of
How?
keys came in along with the vein monster,
Yes.
they left behind a few
Oh
loyal
shit.
soldiers that fell at
Oh,
your feet.
shit.
Those are your letters.
I still have a few too.
As you guys are doing that, Rhett and Kiefer, the two of you, are in this boiling pool of blood as this orb is above you, and it is absolutely frying the two of you. Your ring is gone. What do you want to do?
Well,
Kiefer's
Kiefer,
instinct is to start swimming backwards out of this thing the way that you guys came. So he starts trying to do that. What do you say to him?
Rhett grabs the back of his shirt and pulls him back.
What?
Listen, I don't need to explain the reason why, but we need to go in there.
Okay, I'm not going down. I can't even see.
Oh, that makes it even better then.
How do you figure?
There's no time to explain. I need you to get your keister under that water and pull that grate.
Okay. And he dives down. And,
Now get a grip of it and I'm going to yank you.
all right, he's grabbing onto it. His feet are popping straight up.
I don't know how well I described this, but this is meant as like an imminent threat. Like there's a sun going supernova in the room with them.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye.
You're dead.
Slowly.
Kiefer pops up and he says, "It's too hot in here. We got to get the fuck out of here."
No, there's no time to explain. We have to pull it out.
He starts crawling backwards up onto this muddy land out of the blood water as this thing is like frying his back now. Steam is just rising from his back as he's trying to crawl away. He wants nothing to do with this.
Well, forget ya. The hell with ya. I'll do it myself.
Okay. Roll athletics.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh,
There's no bank tie either.
well, maybe you shouldn't have tried to.
Well, I'm outside.
Gotta-
I'm using my my experience camping and by the lake. To
Really?
I'm an
As
outdoorsman.
an outdoorsman?
Try to talk to the orb and use your contacts.
Roll 1.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay, 5.
Rhett, I tear that sucker off.
This crate goes flying behind you while you're underwater. It sinks to the bottom of this pool, this bloody pool, and you see your wedding ring, the glint off the ring at the bottom of this tunnel that you just revealed.
So Rhett goes into the tunnel.
Mhm.
The force of the vent coming out causes some currents. The ring gets swept further into the room, and Rhett gets into now. It's a large room. It's no longer a tunnel. There's blood up to your thighs, It is
Mhm.
boiling hot, and dead ahead there is another. It's not so much a tunnel; it's a pipe, and it appears to be a part of the pool, the city pool. Remember that place?
Oh, I remember. The wave pool.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's part of it? Like it looks like it's a pipe that's rising up into the bottom of the pool?
It's the drain from the pool. That's where all the blood came from. There's Rhett notices that there is some letters above the pipe there,
Hmm.
and it's all just blood everywhere. Blood, 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 blood.
Got it.
And they're
Do you want to
kinda
fill in
just-
one of those blanks?
Yeah, trying to see how to word it. So I mean, its weakness is obvious. It's manipulating the keyboard to what you want it to be.
Hmm.
How do you word that though?
I'm trying to think.
Weakness is itself.
Typos. His weakness was typos.
Typos!
There you go.
Its weakness was Control Z.
And Rhett, seeing all the blood there, has an idea.
Oh.
And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out the letter P.
Hmm.
So Rhett sticks the P right on top of the D. It makes a bloop,
Bloop.
as in bloop bloop.
As in goop.
Water. Changes it to water.
You're a
Bloop.
genius.
Bloop.
Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
That's our title.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Anyway.
running concurrently with that, Dmitri and Steve, you hear Shannon yelling help from the tunnel below you guys. The one you guys go back downwards, I assume.
Oh wow, they're back
What are
already.
you saying? What are you doing here with Brian Nelson? Are you doing anything else?
Ah, leave him to rot.
It's gonna be okay.
I kick him a couple times. Yeah, I mean, he seems fine. He'll wake up eventually, I'm sure.
Works for me. Yeah, we go back to them.
Okay. Shannon, you come back and you see Shannon being attacked by a mudblood vein monster.
Is it just like a giant mountain of muck?
No, it's pretty well formed. It's like a human shape. It's just the veins exactly where they would appear in a human body, and it is being kind of packed together with a combination of mud and blood.
Are you ready for my letters?
Mhm. Okay.
Got him.
Okay. You have the goggles. You see this thing attacking Shannon.
Uh-huh.
Mary Sue's still on the ground. What do you do?
I type in got him,
Hmm.
and suddenly I'm not going to use my goggles. I can't find a good reason to use them. So maybe later. But he suddenly the vasculature starts pulling back off of Mary Sue. No, Shannon. Sorry, Shannon. Because as a magnetic force, I'm basically like puppet stringing him. Like my hands are pulling back, which is like pulling all of his veins back, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got him, in a like a.
You got him under your control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as everything that you do, this thing is now doing somehow.
Yeah. Then I hug him.
You what?
I hug him, but I'm just kidding.
Okay. Dmitri and Steve, you walk down in time to see Ange hugging this mudblood vein monster, which is hugging her back, mirroring her.
Oh,
Her
maybe
body.
we shouldn't have come down here.
Wow.
This seems like a private
powerful.
moment.
Yes.
As you're hugging this thing, suddenly all of the blood that is squeezing, holding you tight, nice and tender, it all turns to water and just splashes down on the ground at your feet.
Why does
And
this always happen to me?
the mud falls in bits and just starts. You are like caked in bloody mud, and the veins start to, without the mud and the without the thick blood holding it all together, the veins drop down as well and just fall face first into the mud. It's just sitting in a puddle of water now, floating around, not moving.
Sad.
Question.
And everybody but yes.
Where's Francis in all of this?
Francis is with you guys. He went back to the van and he came back with you guys. He's
Okay,
just
cool.
standing there. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Kiefer walks
Oh.
up.
All
Kiefer
right,
comes
so then,
crawling up this tunnel real quick. He comes crawling up this tunnel, and he has a tan like you've never seen before in your life. It looks very unhealthy.
Hey, neat Ted.
He's
Pretty
like
neat.
steaming. Yeah, Shannon?
okay. Confessional.
Okay.
As soon as I saw that thing was turning to water, it seemed like the end of this whole thing was coming near. So I had an idea. I ran over to Francis and I said, Francis, it's time for you to choose. What side are you going to be on? And then before I gave him an actual chance, I pulled out the words CHOOSEME.
Francis says, "My choice is clear. I voted for you once before, and I'm voting for you again."
Good man.
Gives you a warm hug. Big old Francis.
Pat him on the head.
He's
This
like
is-
twice your size.
Yes.
This is relevant to this, but it is relevant to this. Is this now vein turned into water thing? Is this like the
Monster?
Yeah.
The ghost, I mean?
okay? So looks like only one of us is gonna be able to take this back. Steve unholsters his vacuum and looks at Shannon.
We're taking it back.
I think we're taking it back. Steve flips on his vacuum switch.
No, not so fast.
I reach for his switch to try to turn it back off.
It turns off and Steve turns it back on.
The two of you are having a duel. You chose to duel the queen of clean, Shannon, who has this vacuum. It is a very tense standoff. There's the vein monster. Yeah, the vein monster between the two of you. You're standing with your vacuums pointed out towards each other. You both at the same time switch on the vacuum, and this vein thing is lifted up off the ground, and the feet start going towards Steve's vacuum. The head starts going towards Shannon's vacuum, and all of the veins start to sort of untangle, and each one is going up the other's vacuum, like the worst Lady and the Tramp spaghetti scene of all time. And it's a back and forth. There's this one vein connecting the two of you. It's a tug of war with a single vein now. At first, Shannon, who is experienced, starts gaining the edge, but then Steve, who has a better vacuum, starts really dialing it up, and it starts going his way. And Steve, suddenly you are lifted up off the ground by Francis.
Oh!
He lifts you sky high and throws you down into the mudflood pile as he chooses G and B. You are slammed down into the ground. Your vacuum shatters. What do you say?
My ankle is shattered.
Your ankle is shattered. So Fred Bones got you the best surgery that money could afford, and it was finally starting to show progress, but Francis has just ended any hope of that. And your vacuum also shatters, and the vein shoots across the room into Shannon's vacuum and is completely vacuumed up into hers.
I'm so glad you picked up on why I said that was relevant.
Who's Francis?
You're Francis.
Suddenly, Rhett shows up.
Hello, Rhett.
Unaware of.
Kiefer, do something to her.
I can't. I'm fucking burnt up. This has been. We let you lead the team for one mission, and look what happens. They got the ghost. I'm fucking crispy. Francis is leaving the company, it looks like. This is terrible. Wait till Fred hears about this.
No, don't tell
And in
Fred.
fact, I'm not even going to wait for Fred, because I have authority over you, and I
No,
can
you
say that you are most definitely fired.
You can't
quit your
fire me.
whining!
Huh?
Rhett shows up, finally.
What's your deal?
I got my keister burned cause of you!
Me? Look at me!
Rhett lifts up his hand and shows his ring.
Cool. Like I give a fuck.
Well,
Oh yeah! Rhett pushes him.
Oh, he pushes you back.
Fred won't be able to fire me if he hears a story from me first. And Steve starts making his way towards the truck.
Okay. Is everybody else leaving here?
I'm gonna warn Francis that he should come home with us.
Yeah, Steve's ringing off with the truck by himself.
Okay.
I gotta go check out Brian Nelson real quick to see if I need to tell Shannon about a body or not.
Okay. You head back. Brian Nelson seems to be alive. He's just unconscious.
All
Didn't-
right.
That's good.
On the edge of her seat.
Well, I lift up the mask,
Mhm.
see what's underneath.
Oh, boy.
Nothing.
Oh, wow!
It's just the
This is
costume.
quite the revelation to me. All right. Well, put that right back down and follow the rest of the group out.
Okay. You walk out. You walk past the skeleton of Max Tillman.
I
Spit on it.
spit on it.
Yeah. And everybody starts heading out of this place. You guys all track mud through Mary Sue's muddy home. Steve is booking it, running away from Kiefer, who's also limping because he's just in really bad shape. It's the slowest, worst race ever. Everybody else just casually walks past.
They're like
them.
passing us up.
Yeah. Everybody hails taxis and hops on the bus, and nobody had a bike. So you all, one by one, get ready to make your way back to Grave and Bustrs. Steve, you run. You narrowly beat Francis Kiefer to the van.
He speeds off in it. Sucker!
And you slam the door in front of him, and you start the van as he's banging on the back of it as you peel off. And as you drive this thing out of the lot, you are cut off by Simon Cone in his ice cream truck, and it causes you to swerve, and you smash into this edge of your van smashes into his ice cream truck, tips it over. You try to slam on the brakes, which are not working, and you drive this van straight into the public pool, where it crashes in the pool in the bloody water, and you are in the front of this van as it's sinking in the bloody pool.
No, Rhett fixed the blood. It's now water.
Oh, I guess all the blood would be water, yeah.
Give Rhett some
So
credit.
you were just in the water as the van is sinking.
Oh, this is better. It's just water now.
Well, not
The van's fine. It's just water.
Kiefer's standing there with his arms crossed confidently as he watches you pathetically.
Well, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, Kiefer.
He takes out his phone and points it at you. And you see Fred Bones on FaceTime with Kiefer as he is looking out at your sinking van. He just points a finger at the phone. You can't hear him. He points a finger at the screen towards you, and another finger like across his own throat. He's doing a sliced throat motion.
Think he's taking it
directed
well?
at you. Steve, you are. Everybody else gets a ride back to town via taxi or their son.
Yeah.
Or
You've been waiting the whole time at the pool.
Francis rides with you and your son.
Yeah.
Or the bus. And Steve, you see a bike that a kid left by the pool. And you hop on this bike.
How am I going to ride the bike?
Exactly. You start riding the bike in a circle. A large circle with one working ankle. Your words from earlier about them biking home ran into your head.
Oh, man.
So you try to bike to whatever home you have left.
Oh,
Everybody else returns to Grave and Bustrs. You have the Mudblood Vein Monster. That I don't know what machine
Yay.
you're going to put it into.
The typing of the dead.
Huh?
There's a big. Oh, go ahead.
Typing of the dead.
Oh, that is one.
Hmm.
Typing of the Dead. What is
It's like
that?
a
It's
typing
like
game.
a. It's like a.
An actual game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a game. You type. It's like a first-person shooter, and it shoots words at your face. You got to type them. It goes,
Oh yeah.
That
What was
sounds
Brian's
perfect,
suggestion?
doesn't it?
Because I can't imagine Brian's would be better than this, but I do want to hear
Yeah.
what it was.
I was just gonna say
Let's
we
hear
have
it,
a
Brian.
big. Mm,
I was going to say Typing of the Dead too.
yeah, the remake where it's all better.
Okay, you put this thing in Typing of the Dead. You guys are at
Well, see y'all tomorrow.
yeah. Shannon, what do you do with Francis? He's going home with you?
oh.
Yeah.
Go-
Okay.
Yeah, he just comes live with me.
What was our rating?
Oh yeah.
You forgot.
He forgot.
Oh, we forgot to rate us.
Totally forgot. That's going to be an NA.
Did Steve actually get fired?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh
I
no.
imagine, like, remember Donkey Kong 64 after you beat the boss, and there's like a cutscene of them in the like trembling in the cell while King K. Rool berates them. That's what I'm picturing here.
All right, here's what we'll do. Steve, you go back to Mystery Inc. I don't even know why you bother going back because you know exactly what's going to happen. You head back there, and yada yada yada. The next morning, both of your arms are shattered.
Wow.
You are in 2 casts. Both of your arms are broken.
Like,
Nobody
that's
signed on either of
Power
Um,
Racer at this point. Like Squidward after this jellyfishing.
them. Got him. Yeah, you have 2 casts. It is the Friday morning at Grave and Bustrs. Ange, your CEO, feeling
And
good.
regretting it. Mm.
Feeling good on the surface. Brennan underneath, not a good face. And you walk into work, and the arcade, which has been flooded with children, very unruly, the past 2 weeks, is no different. But this time, you see somebody behind the counter where Kevin was working. And as you scooch past these kids and get ready to do skee ball to make your way into work, you look over at the new hire who is filling in for Mayor Kevin, and it is Steve Butts, who is standing there with 2 broken arms and is now lowest man on the totem pole, currently temporarily working at the front desk.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Edge. Good morning.
Hi, Mr. Butts. Need a hand with anything?
Yeah, if you could just grab. Oh.
Got him.
This concludes tonight's episode of Grave and Bustrs.